This is the part 2 with additional basics for a nice training. It is also not very good if you are training in the gym to train too often. The muscles and the brain need regeneration. If you work on mass, then 3 to 4 days a week are fine. If you work on the definition of your muscles, then you need 4 to 5 days a week of training. Train always when you feel fit and prepared mentally to do a good, intense training. If you feel fatigue, take another day off. Only if the muscles and your brain are well regenerated, you can do a good job in the gym. But attention, do not mix fatigue and laziness. Never be lazy to go to the gym, as this can lead to abandon of your trainings for a long time. If you train on your muscle mass, do just 3 sets from one exercise, but with a heavier weight in a good technique. The 3 sets must be intense. It's the secret of a short but hard training, as this is the secret for muscle growth. If you work on muscle definition, you can raise the number of sets per exercise to 4 or even 5 in certain cases. Never ever copy the training or the technique of professional bodybuilders. These guys have completely other conditions for their training as you have. When I speak about conditions, everybody understands what I have in mind. If you really will copy the training and the principles and the technique of the training of big professional bodybuilders, you will be very, very soon overtrained, but that's the least risk. What is even worse, that you can come to heavy injuries which can last a very long time. It's really not a bad idea, on the other hand, to note at the beginning of your trainings or of your sequences, your exercises, how many sets you do, how many reps you do, and you note also the weights used by you. At the same time, every 6 months, you have to measure your biceps, your chest, and your quadriceps in order to see whether you get a muscle progression. Don't be sad if after many years of training you have no further progression, as your genetics are not permitting you to progress without any limit. What you can do in such a situation, you can work on the quality of your muscles. Do not change exercises too often in your program. It has been proved that too often changed exercises do not have an influence to higher muscle growth. The contrary has been proved, that every muscle needs to be under pressure of the weight in the same way and for a reasonably long period. I would say from 5 to 8 months at least. The famous first Mr. Olympia, Larry Scott, was having 75% of his exercises the same unchanged exercises for over 25 years. What he changed were reps, sets, the speed, breaks between sets, the grip, and similar factors. And certain exercises he changed from time to time. And finally, in a gym, you have to train and not to speak with people for long minutes. Do it after the training. Or if you really have to do it, then between the muscle groups, where you can have longer pause between 3 to 5 minutes. Thanks for listening and have a nice training.